this is starting off really well, and I want to see more of my favorite characters. I know Beast is in this. I love Beast. Um, Faith. The Woodland Luxury Apartments, Fabletown. What time? It's late. So let's see here. I unlocked some chapters. Book of Fables. Let's see. Let's take a look. Okay, so this goes into a bit more detail on everything. So let's take Bigby Wolf, Fabletown Sheriff. The renowned Big Bad Wolf, he's known for tormenting pigs and girls in red hoods, but is trying to put those dark days behind him. Bigby now acts as Fabletown Sheriff and remains in his human form mostly. However, due to his rough past, the citizens of Fabletown are slow to trust him. Bigby is determined to show that he's truly changed, but some instincts are just too hard to control. And there's like the amnesty that excuses all their past crimes when they were Fables, as they're living in Fabletown, so... Alright, the Woodsman, fallen hero. The Woodsman is one of the few men who went toe-to-toe with Bigby in his Black Forest days and lived to tell the tale. In an attempt to save Little Red Riding Hood, he split the great wolf's belly open with his axe, filled him full of rocks, and threw the beast into a river. To his dismay, his popularity has faded. Even his name is forgotten, and he is only known as the Woodsman. Mr. Toad is the superintendent for a defunct tenement on the edge of Fabletown proper. Because he's a 3.5-foot talking amphibian, Toad is required by Fabletown law to keep his family and himself magically glamored to appear human. The problem is Toad isn't too concerned with what the law is, and he has to be reminded often. Fabletown, home of the Fables. Fabletown is a community located on Bullfinch Street in Manhattan's Upper West Side. To regular people, or Mondays, it appears to be an ordinary New York neighborhood, but it is really the home of fables from many worlds, and within the business office at the Woodlands lies a massive cavern, a vast library, and hundreds of magical items of immense power. All non-human fables live upstate on the farm, an extension of Fabletown. The farm, Fabletown Annex. The farm is home to fables who cannot pass as human, giants, goblins, animals, etc. It is located in upstate New York, far enough away from the Mundies to avoid detection. Some of its residents resent their confinement to the farm, despite its size and comforts. To them, the farm is a prison. They would be allowed to leave the farm if they could purchase a glamour, but many don't have the money for something so expensive. Though some, like Colin, sneak out into the city anyway. Colin is one of the 3 little pigs. Glamours, disguise spell. Glamours are spells that allow the user to change their appearance. They are expensive, but can be purchased by non-human fables in order to pass for human among the Mundies. Cheap glamours can be found in the seedier parts of Fabletown, but they are often unreliable and prone to sudden failure. So that's what we got unlocked. I think this is probably based off what chapter we're playing, so we'll only get this much. Okay. So let's get back to it.
Luxury apartments. Wish they wouldn't advertise that.
Yeah, his voice doesn't sound anything like I've imagined it. It's a bit of a disappointment. See how much I could explore. Ooh, who are you?
Come on out.
All right, all right.
Beauty.
Hello, Bigby. I wasn't expecting anyone. I know this looks a little odd, but there's an explanation, I swear.
Why'd you hide when I walked up?
Well, I didn't know who it was. You can't be too careful these days.
No, I can't.
Damn it, I'm late.
That is Beauty of the Beauty and the Beast story.
Please, Bigby. Promise me you won't tell Beast you saw me. He worries too much as it is, and it would just make my life a lot easier. Just, please.
Look, whatever it is, it's between you and Beast. I'm staying out of it.
I don't have time to go into it right now. I'll explain it all to you later. I will, but I have to go. It's not what you might be thinking.
She's a little too nice. In the beginning of the Fables series, she's kind of a bitch. She gets a lot better as the story goes, but she's not the sweetest girl. She also had more reddish hair in the comics.
Hey, you awake?
Grimble.
Probably for the best. Been a while since I got any mail.
Maybe there's something today.
7th day in a row.
Okay, who else lives here? Boy Blue, Jack, Bluebeard, King Cole. Oh, I want to take a look at more. Flycatcher. Grumble. Okay, so not too many. Now, Jack Horner, he had his own, I don't remember if I mentioned it, but he had his own site series called
It does this guy.
Jack of Fables. And it was pretty good at first, but then it got really off kilter towards the end. Ugh, it's embarrassing. Let's see if we'll actually meet this character. I don't expect we'll meet everyone from the comics in the first episode, but I'm hoping we meet a whole bunch of them, like Charming. Who else? Charming is the one I'm looking forward to most. Cinderella. Briar Rose. Rapunzel. I'm even looking forward to Rapunzel. And there's Beast.
Bigby, hey, wait up. Have you seen my wife? Have you seen Beauty? So, have you?
Yeah, I did.
What? When? Just now. You saw her just now.
Yesterday. Why?
Oh. Okay.
No.
Damn it.
Poor thing.
Something's going on.
Oh. It's not gonna screw me over too much, but... Okay, whatever.
Should have cracked a...
Sorry.
Should have cracked a window.
Goldilocks. Goldilocks is another character I'm hoping we see. I love her. Even though she's a total unrelentless bitch. I love her. Okay, so let's take a look at the Beauty and Beast here. Okay, Beauty and her husband Beast once lived in an enchanted castle, but they were forced to flee the homelands in the Exodus, leaving all of their wealth behind. Now they live in a modest studio in Fabletown, New York. Though times are hard, with Beast working multiple jobs to pay the bills, the couple have the longest-lasting relationship of all the Fables. Beast and his wife Beauty left everything behind when they escaped the homelands in the Exodus. Without his former wealth, Beast must pick up extra work to make ends meet. He's able to get around Fabletown without a glamour most of the time, but if Beauty gets too angry with him, he becomes more beastly by the minute, growing horns and large teeth. Despite the occasional bickering, the two are truly in love and have the longest-lasting relationship of anyone in Fabletown. So at first, in the beginning of the series, Beast's appearance largely depended on whether or not Beauty was pleased or upset with him. Later, eventually, that changes, and he's able to control his shape-shifting and not have to rely on her mood swings.
Why do I even own this? Should have got a smaller one. Damn it.
I really love the style of this a lot more than The Walking Dead. This is very comic book look right here. It's kind of nighttime, so I don't really know if it looks too... I can't tell if it's going to look more like the comic book series. I'm not too fond of this series' actual art. It was like great in the first couple of issues, but towards the ones that use in all the comics, I'm not very fond of. I don't think it's that good, mostly because Pinocchio's supposed to be a little boy in the comics, but in the art style that they draw, he kind of looks like someone with dwarfism, so it's a little weird.
Bluebeard's file. Never trusted this guy.
For those of you unfamiliar with Bluebeard, he was the guy who married a lot of women, but gave them keys to all of his rooms.
Ordering that. Probably a bad sign.
And especially the keys, like, don't go into this room. The wives would go into that room and he would kill them, but save their corpses as well, and that's Bluebeard. And he's also one of the most wealthiest Fables, because he was able to escape with his riches and kind of take advantage of everyone else's. So, alright. But enough about that. Enough about the backstory here. That's going to be in the Book of Fables. So there's Bluebeard. Bluebeard managed to escape the homelands with his riches intact and continues to be one of the wealthiest Fables in New York. The Fabletown government depends on his generous contributions, and he often uses this influence for his own benefit. As a former serial killer, he claims his days of decapitating his brides are over, but even if he was able to leave his violent ways in the homelands, that hasn't stopped him from making the occasional trip down Crooked Lane. Maybe we should stop that.
Not again.
He keeps sneaking back to Bigby, from the farm to Bigby's apartment.
Hey, Bigby. I'm in your chair, huh?
Yeah, get out.
Got a smoke?
Not to share. Oh, fuck.
Thanks. Couple thousand more of these, we'll be even on that house you owe me.
This has gotta stop. You can't keep sneaking off the farm like this.
The fresh air and sunshine pitch they sell you on is bullshit. I didn't escape out of the homelands to end up in some prison, okay? Don't send me back there, Bigby. You don't know what it's like, okay? You haven't been there.
Don't be a pain in the ass. I'll tell you what I told Toad.
And what's that?
I can't give you a free pass.
Lectured by the big bad wolf. He must have loved that. That for me?
Nope.
The house didn't blow itself down, Bigby. That's all I'm saying. Do with that what you will. Now, I'm not saying it's reason enough for me to have definitely been offered a drink, but, it would have helped ease some of the pain you once caused me, yes? It also would have shown everyone how different you are now. Nice. I take it all back. This is why everyone hates you.
So, everyone hates me.
Nah, I'm just giving you shit.
I'm doing my best here.
Clearly that is not true, what with the selfishness with the bourbon. But, no, hate's the wrong word. They fear you more than anything. You ate a lot of people back in your day.
I thought we were all supposed to have a fresh start here. I can't change the past.
Well, you can't change people's memories either. Look, I'm not saying it's fair, but it's real. People are scared of you. I mean, look at your hands. Who'd you get in a fight with? A Fable, right? I'm sure you're not going around punching Mondays.
I was doing my job, believe it or not.
Your job is to beat the shit out of Fables?
Sometimes I take them to the farm.
Fuck you.
You think my job is easy? You try keeping a bunch of Fables from killing each other. How do you think this all works?
I don't know. How?
By being big and being bad.
By being big and being bad. Don't say that shit in front of people. It's embarrassing. That's the attitude that gets you in trouble. I'm sure you were shitty to everyone you came across tonight.
Not everyone.
Name one.
I don't actually know her name.
Awesome. Great example. Life is easier with friends, Bigby. And we live a long fucking time. I know you like this whole lone wolf thing you got going for yourself. But I've seen the way you look at Snow, okay? You're not fooling me.
Will you shut up?
Well, maybe if my throat wasn't so parched, I wouldn't have to keep talking.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Just give me a drink, please.
Colin, enough already. I haven't slept in 2 days. I went out a second-story window, and I want to get in 2 seconds of shut-eye before I... Look, if I give you this, will you let me sleep?
Yeah, all right. Probably.
I wonder if there's going to be any huge decisions. I can't imagine there. I'm too familiar with the comic for anything to, like, be really serious, but... I wonder. I doubt this is going to be anything like The Walking Dead, just because of the nature of the stories.